This episode of Tekzilla is brought to you by GoToAssist. Tekzilla at CES 2013, HD Nation at CES 2013.
Woohoo!
Mr.
Yes.
Robert Heron.
I'm so excited.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because every year I come here thinking I'm not going to see anything new, and yet I am always surprised by something on the floor.
And this year, my name is Patrick Norton, by the way. Mr. Robert Heron, you are actually enthusiastic in a way I did not expect about 4K.
Totally.
4K, 8K, 10-bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Resolution.
I'm going to start a little war about this a little later on, but right
Okay.
now, tell me why you're so excited about 4K.
One, everybody's moving to that direction. So
Right.
you're going to find these panels from different manufacturers, different price points, sizes starting at about 50 inches on up to
Right.
the largest screen sizes available. And it seems to be spawning a price battle with some of the off-brand members that we've seen here on the show floor. Some of the brands, not the major manufacturers, but some of the other manufacturers that are offering these panels at very attractive prices that I think folks are going to go for. In particular, I'm hearing rumors of a $2,000 50-inch 4K LCD. Now, that's a good price point for a lot of people.
From who?
The one I heard was Hisense, but I haven't seen the price
Okay.
point yet for Westinghouse's 50-inch model as well. I know when I get that information. Those would be two to keep an eye on, just to see if they can actually hit that point, get it in the market, and that'll give people some good 4K.
So what's the? I mean, I'm kind of curious, right? 'Cause we've seen, you know, some absolutely gorgeous 55-inch OLED display at LG.
no doubt.
Samsung has some gorgeous panels. We're seeing the possibility of major vendors coming out. When I say major, I mean like Samsung, LG, Sony coming out with 4K televisions.
Oh, they all are.
I'm looking at a 4K. Well, maybe between now and Christmas.
Now.
right?
You can buy
Really?
them today. Sony's shipping theirs now,
Really?
actually. And if you buy their 84-inch, $20,000 set, they give you 10 4K movies on a computer. And they're developing a media streamer box. Dude, there are a few companies doing the media
So
streamer
basically,
box.
we have one 4K content announcement at CES, which is Sony. If you drop 20 grand on a Sony 4K television, you also get the computer with anything good? Good movies?
Oh, first run. Basically, if you were at Spielberg's house, he probably has a similar system already hooked up. This is going to get you in there, but probably not. You know, granted, it's a PC with hard drives in it for that content,
Right?
Because it's high bit rate, high resolution. They'll be able to, with the portable system, though, either deliver it with, on say, a Blu-ray data disc, where you copy the disc off
Right.
to that portable player, or you deliver it via broadband. And I'd be curious to see how that's not finalized yet, but that's how they're thinking. And Sony's not the only company doing that delivery system either. Toshiba's showing off something
Right.
similar in partnership with Red and the Red cameras, and they were actually showing Red shot 4K content on their screens, and it all looks good.
And I'm going to say this right now. 4K on computers is not practical, right? The idea of distributing hard drives at this point, not for like
yeah.
mass adoption.
Yeah,
like, for
Netflix is
people
not-
like me, I'm not going to be like getting sent a hard drive. Sony's not going to
No.
send me a hard drive because I'm not going to buy a $20,000
Totally
HEVT.
not.
But it was interesting. I was talking to Broadcom today about HEVC, which is the next generation AVC codec, and the idea that they're going to be able to fit either multiple 1080p streams inside the current broadband bandwidth. So instead of getting like, you know, basically like doubling the amount of movies you can distribute with the same quality by
Awesome.
having the bitrate, or being able to distribute these insane 4K video counts. 4K means 4 times the number of pixels of your current 1080p. There is no physical media distribution for this yet,
No.
and most people don't have the broadband download speed to actually run a 4K stream into their house, at least without it being a giant smirch of color. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you don't mind a sort of an impressionist smirch where the crisp cinematic effort of insert name of your favorite director is here. So HAVC, we're looking at like 2014, 2015 for the infrastructure to be in place for 4K.
But if you went to Samsung's press event, they actually announced that their 2013 televisions have that native support, their native 4K support
Right.
built in for HVC
Uh-huh.
or
HEVC.
HEVC.
So when do we see lots of content in 4K? When do we see lots of 4K TVs in the $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 price range? As if I could afford a $5,000 HD TV.
Those are going to be some of the price points you'll see at launch for some of the other vendors. The premium manufacturers are going for the big bucks right now. And if we talk OLED, those are astronomical prices when they actually arrive here.
Right.
So 4K is going to be that next checkbox up in projection.
Right.
In about a year, there won't be many 1080p projectors left in
Really?
any kind of premium space again. That's going to migrate right down. And same with 4K. It'll probably migrate faster than OLED will, just due to pricing alone. It'll be cheaper for them to do a 4K set than it would to do OLED technology at this point.
Okay.
They get far better yields out of producing any LCD than they do out of OLED.
Because you can't see dead pixels when there's like 4,000 of them in every square inch.
Oh, it's all they're better at manufacturing
Oh, okay.
that technology.
All right.
They produce far fewer defects. The numbers I heard for OLED production, naming no names, maybe 30% of the panels come out okay.
Right.
That can be actually sold. That's a huge dump of money right there with no profit coming out of it. Sure, you can break down all the parts again and start all over, but you ain't making any money there. So that's another reason why it's taken so long for OLED to make it to market as well.
So I got my 4K TV. If I have 4K content, it is sharper, it is crisper. There's more little tiny pixels if it's properly encoded, scanned and encoded. What happens when I try to do a 1080p Blu-ray on my 4K HD TV?
Totally. You'll either see it, if you're sitting at appropriate distances, it won't look any different from your current 1080p set. It's going to look pretty similar. However, if you're able to look at this on a set, like I was at Toshiba's booth, and they have some extra processing going on to do upscaling to 4K. All the manufacturers are going to offer this, but Toshiba's demo was pretty convincing. They had the same Blu-ray playing on both TVs, a standard 1080p and the 4K set. And the 4K set was really drawing up some extra detail. I will say I saw some artifact, like sharpening artifacts and things like that. However, I think you can do better analysis of your 1080p content on a higher resolution display than you could, say, on a 1080p set. Because you might be running into limitations of the set itself where, even though it is a 1080p screen, you might not be getting the full performance out of that due to some inherent characteristic of the set itself. So that extra resolution makes it easier to do if you really want to get into your video. And are there artifacts in your encode that you just finished for YouTube? Well, of course there will be, but you'll be able to see that on a 4K screen.
You can deliver 4K content on YouTube. They started doing it. They made that an option like a year ago.
That's
so
true.
You know,
Highly
if you have
compressed.
the bandwidth, you know, there's a small number of videos out there you can watch online.
Yeah.
Anything else you're excited about at CES 2013?
Oh, let's see. I still need to go see the high-end audio folks. They have a suite set up off property here with some of the best equipment, and I want to go immerse myself in that. And I got to get the good deals too. I'm going to get the pricing for those 50-inch 4K sets, but then I'm going to take a look and see what the next gen of high-end stuff is, because that gives us an indication of what we'll see next year from some of the manufacturers as well. Also, I'm just trying to convince all the manufacturers to get these sets to us as soon as possible. It'll be a while for OLED, but for 4K, we'll see that in the next couple months.
It's going to be, I mean, if you haven't been there,
I
really suggest you go there right now. Revision3.com/Tekzilla. You can find all the videos that Robert, Heron, Veronica Belmont, and myself have shot here. We have new cameras from Canon and Nikon. We have, oh my goodness, we've got the Pelican Sport cases.
We've got delicious 4K OLED in the Sony booth.
It's so beautiful. We have the delicious.
Got 4K
to use his favorite
OLED.
word.
It's like chocolate and peanut butter.
Just perfect together. Veronica Belmont, it's just, we have a lot of good stuff there. Revision3.com/Tekzilla or YouTube.com/TechHD, or for all of our partners at Revision 3 to go to Revision3.com/CES. There's a ton of good video, a ton of great products, more of them coming next week. Go to the website, check it out, Revision3.com/Tekzilla. Right now, though, we got to eat some food. We got to find some more products. And tomorrow, we're going to put on our nice shirts and see if they'll let us listen to the $80,000 speakers.
Yeah.
I'm Patrick Norton.
And I'm Robert Heron.
We'll see you, well, hopefully at Revision3.com/Tekzilla. Do it next. Let's take a moment to thank one of our sponsors. I know you made the resolution this year. You're going to spend more time with your family and friends, less time in the office, be more productive. You're going to work smarter, not harder, right? Problem is, you're in IT, and that can be impossible when you work in IT. Users always need support. Networks and systems need management. You're bouncing in between multiple tools because nobody's thought to combine everything you need in a single window. That's why I recommend GoToAssist from Citrix. It is 3 essential support tools in one easy cloud-based tool set. GoToAssist Remote Support lets you provide live or unattended support to any PC, Mac, or mobile device. Doesn't matter if you've got an iPad, an Android phone, you can stay productive from anywhere, like a hotel room here in Las Vegas, without having to drag out the big computer. Plus, with GoToAssist monitoring, you can proactively identify issues before they become big problems. And you can easily keep track of it all from the GoToAssist service desk. Sound like a nice way to start the new year? Some fresh tools to make your life easier? Not convinced? I can fix that. Sign up for a special 30-day free trial. Visit GoToAssist.com, click on the Try It Free button, and use the promo code Tekzilla. GoToAssist.com, promo code Tekzilla. Make your life less painful, IT people. Go there now. GoToAssist.com and use the promo code Tekzilla.